Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am psyched to be back with a brand new puzzle. We got our old friends on TikTok, Dee and Julie and Tess and Scav all saying hey. Gil is saying hello, and Jilly showering us with gifts as ever. You're the best. I see Ledition on Twitch and Barbara McDowell on Facebook all saying hello. We got Tina in chat. I am thrilled that we've all gathered here on this fine Sunday to solve a crossword together. It is always a good time, and I'm sure today will be no different. Today's puzzle, let's check out the title, is called Designer Labeled. It's by Frederick Lavoie, and it's just from a couple weeks ago in the Stan Newman's Daily line of crosswords at Arkadium.com. So I already see some guesses for one across, sword handles. We have Scav, and there's a Mazial. I feel like I'm never pronouncing your username correctly. And Tina and Dee and Tess and Jilly and Sella all saying hilts. Yeah, that's got to be right. A hilt is a sword handle. Yeah, Mini's Mini is here, excited to get hilts in as well. And we got a new, Zach on Facebook watching as well. Okay, one down. Let's try the H. One down. Tests the weight of. Yeah, Lucy on YouTube likes hilts as well, and AJ's in chat. Everyone is unanimous today, which I love to see. Warthog is here liking the live. And Lucinda's back. Okay, Lucinda is saying hefts, which I think makes sense. Like hefting is sort of to pick up, and feel in your arms and feel how heavy something is. Works nicely with the H and hilts. So I think we're off to a great start. Getting one across and one down in one go. Cyber commerce. Okay. Cyber is a prefix you don't see that much anymore. I feel like it's the early internet days. In the 90s, cyber was a hip prefix. Now, not so much. Lucinda asking for the title called Designer Labeled. So hope we got some fashionistas in chat, because that's at least what that title suggests to me. Mini saying email, which is an interesting guess. Cyber commerce. Email is definitely a cyber thing, and I suppose it's involved in cyber commerce. I think I prefer Jilly and Tina and Tess and Dad Not Dude's suggestion of e-tail. Sort of this made-up word that nobody actually uses, but it's a play on retail, but it's electronic, it's cyber, so it's e-tail. It shows up in crosswords from time to time, but I feel like it's not that commonly used in real life. Like email. A coral chain. Huh. This is a little puzzling to me, because I would have thought I knew what this was, except it's not working with hilts. I'm a little confused by this. Yeah, Tess confirming that she's also only ever seen cyber commerce in crosswords. Isella and Tom Thorpe is here saying atoll, which this kind of has to be, doesn't it? A coral chain. What else could a coral chain be? That's what an atoll is. Pam Baldwin agrees, but then Hiltz is wrong, which I'm actually shocked by, because we confirmed the H, I thought. What is this? Sword handles. Gil wants Italy for coral chain. I don't know, is Italy made of a coral chain, though? This is very confusing. Tom Thorpe and Ledition both saying hafts. Wow, this word is on the very edge of my knowledge base. Is this a word for a sword handle? Firefly says it's usually called a hilt. That's odd. Can we get other people in chat confirming that hafts looks right? I would love to know. Ooh, Edie of TV, I know this one, and the F on hafts is working. Wow, okay. Sword handles are hafts. Why have two words that are almost identical, meaning the same thing? It's very puzzling. Yeah, Jilly likes hafts as well. Okay, good correction. Yeah, credit to Tom Thorpe and Ledition for getting that one. Minis May says, I've not heard of hafts. I agree. Adrian seems to know hafts. And Scav is writing that Edie Falco's Nurse Jackie also plays Carmela Soprano in The Sopranos. Acer says a haft is a knife handle. Okay, that's useful. And Floss is here saying hello and getting Falco as well. And Lucy knows Edie Falco. We didn't even see the clue for 20 across, but special handling, TLC. TLC stands for tender loving care. So I think that works nicely. Wow. Having an error at 1 across, that doesn't bode well for the rest of the puzzle, does it? Open blank 9. Minnie's like, I don't really handle swords much, though. Yeah, that makes 2 of us, Minnie. Maybe that's why we don't know our sword handle terms. But Minnie does have a good guess for this. Open till 9. Yeah, Acer and Dina and Julie agree on this. Open till 9. Yeah, that's a reasonable phrase. Pelvis says little late today, but hopefully I can get more guesses than yesterday. Yes. If anyone wasn't here yesterday, we solved a Saturday Stumper, as we've been doing on Saturdays. They are the hardest crosswords in all of crosswords, and it was an uphill battle that I enjoyed very much. And we did persevere. We solved it. And I think today is going to be a little more approachable. Last to finish. We've last to finish. What are we thinking? Just catching up on chat. We got Matt24 in chat. Saying till. And Dina and Acer and Sella and Matt all saying slowest. Yeah, Lucy on YouTube as well. And Sea Otter on YouTube saying slowest. Last to finish in a race, you're the slowest. I think that looks good. Jilly, thanks for sharing the live. If anyone else has family or friends who love crosswords, bring them along. Do the same. Okay, 17 across is probably our first themer of the day. It's our first long across answer. That's where the theme typically lives. Do the same. We have a bunch of letters in place. Yeah. I think Pelvis and Shania and D and Dad Not Dude and Warthog are all right. I think Follow Suit and Rand and Lucy and Tom Brooks. Okay, everyone likes Follow. Oh no, Tom Brooks is saying follow you, which you should do. If you don't, Tom, you should follow me on TikTok. But follow you doesn't quite fit. I like Follow Suit, which now Tom is suggesting. Yeah, if you do the same, you follow suit. Seems very promising. Dina asking for a reminder on the title. Designer labeled. Aha! Oh, and Matt24 followed us. Thank you, Matt. And Turtle Dove is here, also saying follow suit. And Tom Brooks followed us. Yes, you guys are the best. Okay. Maybe we're already on to the theme here. Warthog and Scav are saying, yeah, so if it's called designer labeled and our first theme answer ends in suit, maybe we're talking about designer clothing. So a designer suit is definitely a thing. I think that's interesting. Yeah, Dad Not Dude, summarizing it, saying clothes created by a designer. Very nice. I think that really could be it. Sopping. Happy Sunday, Jessica. Sea Otter appropriately gets this one. Wet. Sopping wet. Yeah. Barbara McDowell on Facebook also getting wet. Looks good. Cleared out at 18 down. Cleared out. Okay. I think this is somewhat straightforward. I think Sella and Floss and Rand are onto something. Yeah, and Caroline is saying went. They cleared out, they left, they went. Cool. Let's do 6 across. Grafton's blank for burglar. Aha. Okay. I think I know the Grafton that this is referring to. Sue Grafton is a mystery author. I believe that she's known for these alphabet books. Yeah, Stay CC 49ers and Caroline are saying B is for burglar. And I think she has a whole series of books. A is for something, C is for something, and they're all these mysteries in a series. Huh. Has anyone read any Sue Grafton? Jessica giving me bees, literal bees, in emoji form. Debt evidence at 7 down. Okay. This is looking good. Tess says, is that for kids? I'm not sure if it's for kids. We have Monty and Barrett and Chrissy in chat and Pika all saying IOU. Caroline says, I've read all of them. They're great. That's awesome. And Scab saying, no, I think the Sue Grafton series is for adults. Debt evidence IOU. Is Sue Grafton still writing? Is she putting out new books, Caroline? Yeah, an IOU is a note of debt. Yeah, Chrissy, just to let you know, the title of today's puzzle is Designer Labeled, and our first theme answer, we only have one theme answer so far, but it ends in suit, so people are thinking, oh, maybe all our themers are going to end in designer labeled clothing. Like a suit could be made by a designer. Scav asking, did Sue Grafton finish the alphabet? That's a very important question. Was there a zebra killer? Oh, Caroline says she finished the alphabet and then I think she passed away. Sad. Okay, Tina and a chill 40 and Piers are saying bestie. Oops, not that. Bestie. Wow, I really botched that one. Yeah, bestie, closest pal. Looks great. EO can only be one thing. Right. Ages and ages. Ages and ages. What do we think? What are people even answering? Oh, 24 across. People see what what it's looking like. Pam and Caroline and Stacy and Chrissy all giving me eons. And Rye just followed us. Thank you, Rye. Eons. Yeah, ages and ages. Eons. Barbara McDowell and Lucy and Minius Mini also got that one. Classic crossword entry. And pert person. Okay. Pert means kind of shortened, sassy. Pierce says eons is my favorite crossword answer. You don't like eeled? The past tense of to eel? Lucy says, sad I missed yesterday. Yeah, we missed you too, Lucy. But there will always be another Saturday around the corner. So join us next Saturday if you're looking for a major challenge. Papa says, I don't think I've heard the word pert before. It's a nice word. Caroline and Rand guessing snip. Yeah, which I think seems reasonable. A pert person is a snip. That's not a word I use, but... Okay, John and others really want me to put in 24 across, so let's check it out. Nation northeast of Venice. Yes, everyone is saying Slovenia, which I suppose is northeast of Venice. Okay. That should scratch everybody's itch. Should we do 22 across? I kind of want to do 9 across and approach this section from there. Floss is giving me flags, which I can only imagine is the Slovenia flag. Although, confession, I don't know what the Slovenia flag looks like, so I have to take your word for it. South of Austria, Jessica adds. Okay. Yes, Sea Otter says Saturday is really hard. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the Saturday stumpers are a whole extra level of difficulty. Miss Mary is here and says nuts, happy hour edibles. Yeah, I guess I like that answer. Happy hour edibles. I'm thinking of a bar and they put out like a bowl of nuts. Ooh, Christy says apps though, and Caroline agrees on that one. Rye likes nuts. Okay, we got 2 solid answers because apps it could be like at happy hour you eat appetizers. Let's keep nuts in for now and see where it leads us. I'll check the S. Perky. Perky. Okay. Yeah, Barbara is voting for nuts, as is Lucy. And Yeah, AJ pointing out it has to be plural. So I guess either way, we're happy with the S here in this position. What's perky going to be? Lucy and Piers and Matt and D all saying spry. Nice. Nice word. Insum agrees and Efon as well. Okay, sound loudly. Sound loudly. All right. Not getting immediate ideas here. And my chats have kind of dried up, so I think I'm not alone there. Ooh, I do have one idea, actually. Jessica's saying toot, which I suppose could be sound. Stacy C and Dad Not Dude are saying peel if it's apps. Okay, remember we were thinking this could be apps for appetizers? And to peel, spelled this way, is to ring a bell. But toll is also to ring a bell. Look at this. Toll would work with nuts. So I actually think we have several suggestions. Yeah, Tess is suggesting toll. Not loving this LR. We might have a lot of errors in the grid here. Let's check the LR. One in the lead. One in the lead. Matt says I think it's apps. That was looking a little more promising, right? Although LY is a good ending. I just can't figure this out. LR looks very wrong for one in the lead. So something's totally off. Let's check 16 as well. Oven sound? Yeah. All right. Corrections, here we come. Pelvis says apps is looking more promising to me, so let's put apps in. Yeah, let's start getting on the right course here. And we can actually preserve our LY, which I was happy with peel to sound loudly. And then Tess is giving me beep, beep, beep for the oven sound. I like that. And Insum has a very nice guess for 19 across. Star, one in the lead. I see, not like a race, but in the lead role of a play or something, or a movie is the star. Okay, finally, things are looking promising here. Assimilate. Assimilate. Yeah, Rose likes oven sound, beep. I think we're in much better shape than we were a couple seconds ago. That was looking gnarly. Yeah, because Caroline and Dina and Bird all have good guesses for 9 down. Assimilate, absorb. Yeah, Lucy likes it as well. Barbara on Facebook likes it. And Mean FRMR likes it as well. Okay. Good shape. Zani is requesting 22 across, so let's check that out. Wide-ranging array. Interesting. A wide-ranging array. I think I see this. It's a nice word that I don't use enough. Yeah, Dad Not Dude has the same guess that I had. Jessica Bashir liked it alive. Thanks, Jessica. Yeah, I like what Caroline and Scav and Dad Not Dude are saying. And Ledition, panoply. A wide-ranging array. Tina says, oh, wow, panoply. Yeah, that was kind of my feeling, too. Not the most common word, but a pleasant one. Excellent. And Penfield Hondros also saying panoply. Plea for seconds. Matt says never heard that word. Yeah, it pretty much means a wide-ranging array. It's a nice word, and it's kind of fun to say. Try saying it out loud. Plea for seconds. Plea for seconds. Lucy and D and Warthog are giving me more. Yeah, that's a simple. I want seconds more. More, please. Looks good. All right, 10 down people are asking for. Yeah, Minnie's like, please, sir, I want some more. Exactly. Russ is in chat saying more. Got a lot of new names today. I'm encouraged to see it. Particular aversions. Ah. Particular aversions. Aaron is here, and Danny and Zani all saying pet peeves. Nice entry. And Maypro is back. Milkman, pet peeves. Yeah, looks great. Particular aversions. Good crossword entry. Network connection. All right, we'll do maybe these 2 downs, and then we'll check out our next long across themer. 28 across is looking like a theme answer. Oh, did I misspell something? Maypro is telling me I misspelled something. Tess and Pelvis and Stacy and Shania all saying node. Yeah, network connection is a node. Okay. Well, Scav got 28 across. It's looking like, and Ledition on Twitch even before we saw it on screen. So maybe we look at it now. Region Beyond Mars. Okay, excellent guess. Region Beyond Mars, and I think this is going to confirm our suspicion about the theme. Let's just leave it up for a second to give people time to digest. Yeah, Russ and Shania and Stacy and Marcy Flowers is back. Asteroid belt. Excellent entry. It is, yeah, right. Just beyond Mars is a whole asteroid belt before you get to Jupiter. And remember, if you are just joining us, our title today is Designer Labeled, and we have 2 themers so far that end in suit and belt. So it seems like maybe even menswear specifically, we're doing a designer labeled fashion phrases ending in fashion pieces. Very good. Very, very good. I'm getting all sorts of cool asteroids and meteors. I don't think I've seen those emojis before. Staying power. Staying power. We got Milkman and Pika and Efun. Or actually, not Efun. Efun said something else. But Matt and Miss Mary all saying stamina. I like that answer. Barbara and Lucy got that as well. Staying power, stamina. All right, looking good. Pretty smooth. Vegans blank milk. Aha. Jessica says my stamina isn't what it used to be. Yeah, I can relate. Yesterday's stream required a lot of stamina from everybody. Some dude, and Milkman appropriately answering this one. And Minnie say oat milk. I don't think I've ever had oat milk. I should correct that. It seems so popular. Mare hair. I gotta love a rhyming clue. Arkadium says today's puzzle isn't just smart, it's chic. It's designer labeled. Yeah. You should write advertising copy, Arkadium. That was good. Arkadium's new job is to come up with a tagline for every crossword. Lucinda giving me horse emojis. Yeah, mare hair looks like a mane. Excellent. Shania says it's giving Devil Wears Prada. Yeah. Matt says if you start using oat milk, you won't want to go back to cows. Wow, that is quite a claim. Is it really that good? All right, a lot of good answers here. Floating fleets. I like what Minnie is saying. Oh, Nicholas Curtis is saying armories, which is an interesting guess. But there seems to be more agreement from Miss Mary and Efon and Shania. Wait, Q Neva is saying where are the clues at? The clues should be in the middle of your screen in this greenish panel. Do you see them? It says floating fleets right here. I hope you see that. Jason O'Neill is giving me armadas. Very good. I like that answer. Pelvis says, I know armadas as the SUV. Am I missing something? Yes, you are. Armadas are, even if an SUV is named an armada is a floating, it's ships in war. That was not the most articulate way to describe it, but it's a fleet of ships with military might. Yeah, the Spanish Armada being a famous one. Sporty Mazda. Okay, speaking of car names, and Q-Niva just followed us. I hope you found the clues. Penfield Hondros and Sasquatch are saying Miata. Yeah, Sporty Mazda. A Mazda Miata is definitely a thing. Oh, Minius Mini, I called this greenish, and Minius Mini says, that looks blue to me, Jack. And Lucy says, it looks like a shade of teal to me. We've actually settled this before. Shania, one of our regulars, reverse Google image searched this color to find out what Google would call it, and it was light jade. I will never forget that. So if you're curious what color this is, it's light jade according to Google and Shania's sleuthing. Yeah, some dude says seafoam green. I think that's a good one too. But no, I'm sticking with light jade. Yeah, Shania's in chat saying light jade. I like that. It's a very nice color. Dublin's country's IOC designation. Wow. Okay, well, Dublin's country, I think we all know. And then IOC, are we talking, is this Olympics? International Olympics Committee? Or am I making stuff up? Q-Need, this is light jade is my wall color. Are you kidding? Does your wall look like this? What a nice color. Serenity followed us. Thanks, Serenity. Minnie's Minnie says, Google and I will have to disagree. And Royson is here saying IRL. So Dublin's country is definitely Ireland, and I guess in the Olympics, all countries have a specific abbreviation, and maybe Ireland's is IRL, seems plausible. I'm surprised they wouldn't clue this as, like, IRL is an acronym for in real life, you know, as opposed to on the internet, in real life, IRL. Yeah, Gil and Warthog are preferring an E here, which it really could be. Q-Niva says, this is fun. I am so glad you think so. We do this every day, Q-Niva. We do this every day at noon Eastern time with a new crossword, and it's always a good time. And if anyone else is watching for the first time, consider following us, because it'll make it easier to find our streams. And Darren Will followed us. Thank you so much. Milk product. Oh, we got more milk going on. And Rand and AJ and Marcy Flat and Zani followed us. You guys are making me feel good. And Penfield are saying curd. Milk product, yeah. Something very gross about curds. Minnie's guessing lard. 1251 wants IRE. Okay, let's just take this out because there seems to be debate. And Penfield followed us. Wow. 25. Okay, I kind of want to. We're neglecting this section, so let's go back here. And Q-Niva is showering me with gifts right now. Wow, that cat and that fuzzy heart. Widespread. Widespread. Okay, Dr. Nicholas Curtis is saying vast, and Tim A. and Smith, what is that, Smithman? Agree. Oh my god, the chat is flying right now. Vast. Yeah, widespread and vast, that seems very plausible. Scab says, I don't like the Olympics, so I don't know. What? Everyone likes the Olympics. What are you talking about? Julie Wilbur is here, also saying vast. And Pam on YouTube saying vast. Okay, reach a maximum. Mini's Mini says, I remember vast being the first word I ever looked up in a dictionary, and I will not forget it. Wow, what a cool memory. I have no idea what the first word I looked up in a dictionary was. Reach a maximum. Aha, I think Jesse Valdez and some dude have really good guesses here. Pelvis says, I think everyone has to have at least one thing in the Olympics they like to watch. I agree. I'm not like a diehard who watches every hour of the Olympics, but it's always an exciting time, and it's cool to watch the world's top athletes competing. Reach a maximum. Crest. Nice. Okay, Wolverine weapon. Wolverine weapon. What do we like here? Yeah, Royson and Dr. Nicholas Curtis and Felix all saying claw, and Flaw saying back again. I was thinking the same thing. In yesterday's puzzle, we had the word clawed, the past tense of to claw. Or no. We had the name Claude, Claude, and it was clued as a scratchy sounding name. It's a very unusual clue for the name Claude. Yeah, Nico is here getting Claude, Trisha. Wow, so many new names. I love to see it. Capital on the Baltic. All right, who knows their geography? Everyone who is shouting Slovenia at me, who knows their Baltic capitals? TikToker seems to know. Felix and some dude seem to know, and I hate Pogs, all saying Riga. Capital of Latvia, Dad Not Dude, helpfully. Yeah, and Jay Astor's back on YouTube also saying capital of Latvia. Good. Very good. Tick off. Oh, and Flaw's giving me more flags, which, again, I'm going to have to trust. I don't know my flags very well. Oh, Tina, don't remind me of Bearcats. I still haven't looked them up. Okay, chat is in unanimous agreement about this. Rand and Jesse and Tina all saying list. Lucy on YouTube saying list. Something this bothers me a little bit. Is there a mismatch? Tick off. First of all, tick off is a verb. List can be a verb, but I don't really think of listing things out as ticking them off. Does this bother anybody else, or am I alone here? Somehow there doesn't seem to be agreement. I get that you tick off things on a list, but are they definitionally equivalent? Before now. Kylie says, I'm bothered. Thank you, Kylie. I like to know I'm not alone. And Genghis Khan is saying that doesn't make sense. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Before now. Jay Astor agrees as well. Good. Well, as long as we're all annoyed together. Smithman and Shania and Tess and Lucy all saying ago. Yeah, before now. A long time ago, a long time before now. Great. I kind of want to check 34 down to make sure list is right. Specialized subject matter. Interesting. Tina says to make a list is to tick off items. I think I disagree. You make a list and then you tick off items. That's a totally separate stage. Pelvis recalling his or her favorite answer from yesterday's puzzle, Guyliner. Yeah, that was pretty unusual crossword entry. Tom Thorpe is here, and Rye and Zani. Okay, people giving me actually slightly different. Everyone wants esoteric something. Specialized subject matter. Let's see how many letters we have left over. Esoteric. Yeah, Tom Thorpe saying esoterica. I think that's right. Specialized subject matter, esoterica. Very good. So I guess it is list. So maybe we just leave it at that. Should we check 44 across? I think we should. Conference room courtesies. And remember, we're expecting this to end in some kind of designer clothing, like a suit or a belt. Some people prefer an S here, esoterics. Yeah, I guess it could be esoterics. I think esoterica is sort of more of a real thing, but we can delete that for now and get back to it. TikTokers saying water breaks, which I guess are conference room courtesies, but breaks are not designer clothing. Penfield Hondros and D and Pika all saying water glasses. Interesting. Peculiar angle for water glasses, that clue. Conference room courtesies. But yeah, water glasses. And glasses fit with the suit, belt, glasses. We're really putting together a fit here. Oh, and some dude is saying, where are my IRL believers? Because it turns out IRL was correct. If water glasses is right, it was IRL after all. We had that, and then some people were advocating for IRE, and we had to take it out. Brent Wolf is back saying, hungover from celebrating my 30th last night. Shall we decide my lunch again? Welcome back, Brent, and happy 30th birthday. That's a big milestone. And yeah, if anyone has any ideas for Brent's lunch, do let him know. User98 followed us. Thank you. Oh, and Royston says, see, I told you IRL, trust the Irish name. That's a good point. You do have an Irish-looking name, so I should have trusted you. Apologies. Okay, microwavable dessert. Where are we? Eri is saying, what crossword is this? I'm glad you asked. This is all the crosswords we do on this channel are from Arkadium.com, and they put out a ton of crosswords every single day. And this is from the Stan Newman Daily line of crosswords at Arkadium. It is from a couple of weeks ago, so it's from July 24th. That's what crossword this is. Yeah, Jean Ireland. Oh, Roisin, thank you. I'm sorry for mispronouncing your name. Roisin is telling me mug cake, which is a very fun answer. Microwavable dessert. Yeah, I've seen those little cakes you make in the mug, in the mug, and you just put them in the microwave, and you have a little brownie in your mug. It's a good answer. I'm gonna add that to my word list after this. I doubt it's in there. Overstuff. Overstuff. On Arkadium, hopefully given a link to the crosswords on Arkadium. Thank you. We got Genghis Khan and Sky Monkey and Caroline and some dude and Michelle Robs and Jay Astor all saying cram. Yeah, overstuff is to cram like your suitcase or I guess your stomach. Dr. Nicholas Curtis followed us. Thank you. Thank you, Doctor. Matt is saying you can make mug cake with oat milk. Wow, that seems pretty advanced for me, Matt. Not gonna lie. I think I'm gonna start with an oat milk latte and see how that relationship develops. Rescue op. Rescue op. Yeah, Roisin and Penfield and Shredder are saying evac, like evacuation. Lucy and Jay Astor like it on YouTube. A rescue operation is an evacuation. Very good. So many new names. Lava Traction. I love some of these usernames, man. Doesn't commit. Doesn't commit. Okay. I don't know why I can't see this. And Lava Traction just followed us. Thank you. The Chad is here as well. And dude named Dave and Shredder all saying evades. Why am I having trouble matching that clue answer? Doesn't commit, evades. Smithman followed us as well. Well, everyone agrees on it, so I'm going to trust Chad on this. Sometimes I feel like it's my job to be super stringent about things like list not matching its clue. Because I don't want us to veer off track too far. TV shows from Seoul. Interesting. TV shows from Seoul. Yeah. Chasing Good Vibes just followed us. That is definitely good vibes. Okay, Lucinda and Jay Astier and Caroline and Rosie are all saying K-dramas. That's also... generally, this crossword has a very interesting fill. I like mug cake crossing K-dramas, just not things you see every day. K for Korean, kind of like K-pop, but now we're talking dramas. Let's check that K right away. Playmobil. Michelle Robb swallowed us. Thank you, Michelle. Playmobil. Okay. Where are we at here? Wow, chat just suddenly dried up. Although, and Matthew Papa's just followed us. Okay, Smithanen and Tess and Zani and Michelle, one of our newest followers, is saying cart. Tim A says, I never heard the term K-dramas. Yeah, honestly, I'm not sure if I have either, but I've definitely heard K-pop. And in general, I'm familiar with this concept of putting just a letter before dramas or pop to indicate what country it comes from. So this is sort of inferable, even if this is not a phrase that's readily on my tongue. Okay, Warthog really wants Esoterica, which was my preferred as well, but we'll get there in a sec. Yeah, Squid Game, Scav puts, is a good example of a K-drama. Beyond Dry. Oh, yeah, did I even talk about Playmobil? Yeah, it's like Mario Kart, like go-karts, or like go-karts, yeah. Beyond Dry, Gil is saying arid. And George is back, calling me cool guy, as he always does. Makes me feel good every time. All right, Derby, for instance. Barrett says, aren't K-dramas more like soap operas? Yeah, so maybe Squid Game doesn't qualify? Is that what you're saying? I guess I'm not sure. Okay, where are we? Q-Neva and dude named Dave and Craig saying race. Yeah, Derby is a horse race. Looking good. And let's finally sort out poetic contraction. Yeah. Poetic contraction. What's this going to be? User 28 just followed us. Yeah, I like what Blake is saying. And Pika. Twas. Like, twas the night before Christmas. It's a contraction for it was. And let's just check 54 down to make sure it makes sense. Inconclusive result is a draw, like in chess. Nobody wins if it's a draw. And then it was Esoterica, which was my preferred answer for this. Okay. Blake says, sorry I'm late. You're not late, Blake. You're just in time. We still got at least one themer left to discover. And, I don't know, a good corner of this grid left to fill in. Shania giving me some poetry. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Passing through. Ooh, interesting. Zach is trying to, on Facebook, is trying to predict the last theme answer. I really like the guess. Kinky Boots, which is a musical. And remember, we're looking for designer labeled clothing. So I think Kinky Boots is a really good guess. But we're not there yet. We will get there in due time. Efon and Caroline and Jessica and Blake and Snicks and Coco are all saying via, passing through. Yeah. That's pretty much synonyms. Tina says that's a great guess. Tina likes your guess, Zach. Vocal buoyancy. Pleasant sounding clue. Yeah. I think D and Rand and Floss and Zani are onto something. A lilt. Oh, Shania says lift, which I suppose you could make an argument for too. But a lilt is specifically like a melodious quality. So I think I prefer that answer for now. Parlor art. Nice. All right, we're crushing this thing. We had a couple missteps. I think apps nuts was a misstep and then one across. But other than that, it's been a smooth solve. Dana says stop Googling, that's cheating. Who are you accusing of Googling? Gene Ireland and Zani and Snicks and Coco. It's Tats. It says Tats. I like that. Yeah, tattoo parlor. The art you get in a tattoo parlor. Someone named Kieran or Ciara is saying, what website is this? This is Arkadium.com. There's a link. There should be a link in the bio, and if there's not, maybe the Arkadium mod can put a link in it again. That's where all of the crosswords that we solve on this channel come from. Brent is asking if I have tattoos. I do not have tattoos. If I did, a crossword puzzle might be appropriate. Maybe just a little mini one. Sort of sandwich. Sort of sandwich. Yeah, I think Jay Astier and Logician are right on this one. And Blake saying melt, like a tuna melt. Tess giving me my sandwich emojis. Tina says tuna melt is my favorite. Brent is making me laugh. Oh, patty melts, yes. I prefer a patty melt to a tuna melt. Displays disuse. Displays disuse. Jay S just says, on an ELO scale, how strong would you say you are at crosswords? Wow, that's an interesting question. I am pretty good at crosswords, but there are definitely people who are better than I am. Blake and Lucinda and Efon are saying rusts. Displays disuse. I like that. Yeah, Lucy on YouTube likes it as well. I'm not sure how to assign myself an ELO rating for crosswords. Maybe I'm a master in the chess sense, but not a grandmaster. There are definitely people faster than I am. Essential thing. And not just faster, but like the Saturday Stumpers, if I solve them on my own, they take me multiple sittings. We got Cobra Breaks in chat and Lava Traction and Cletus Van Dam. These are like the coolest usernames ever. Saying must, yeah, essential thing is a must-have. Jupiter and Neptune to Saturn. Aha. Dead Nutsus is fast or accurate, which is better? Yeah, that's somewhat of a philosophical question, isn't it? I tend to not try to speed solve when I'm on my own. I sort of like to savor a crossword. And so when I solve on my own, I can speed solve if I try, but there are like crossword tournaments where people gather to compete at speed solving, and their times are ridiculous compared to what I can do. Tina says, I look forward to Saturday Stumper every day. That's awesome to hear, Tina. I really like those streams as well. If you're new here and don't know what that is, every Saturday we stream a brutally hard crossword puzzle. So yesterday was one. A lot of people saying Suns with a U, but I think it's Suns with an O, as Jay Astier is pointing out on YouTube. Yeah, and Snicks and Coco like suns more. We're talking gods here. I think these are Roman gods. So I'm guessing Jupiter and Neptune are the sons of the god Saturn. That is my instinct, at least. A in French class. This is a cute clue. A in French class. Rand says Saturday Stumper is a community effort. Yes, indeed. That's something I like about it, is like it sort of levels the playing field because it's too hard for any individual. And so really everybody needs to contribute for us to get through. Okay. Yeah, Snicks and Coco, Roman gods, not planets. I agree. I think that was the trickery here. Jay Aster says, I get stuck on media trivia in these crosswords. I play a lot with my mother. That's nice. Okay. Blake says there are some really esoteric clues in the Saturday Stumper. Yes, definitely. Gil says Saturday is a bear. Tina says I got 2 answers yesterday. I'm so proud. That is something to be proud of. And Zach, who guessed Kinky Boots, which I thought was a great guess for 59 across, is pointing out that if Suns is correct, Kinky Boots was not the right answer. It was a good try, though. Floss is saying un. Yeah, this is a good clue. It's not A in French. Oops. It's not A in French class like the grade A. It's literally the article A. This is how you say it in French. 48 across. Upcoming. Upcoming. Matt is saying, I never got an A in French. Yeah, well, I never took French. As becomes apparent, if you watch a bunch of these streams, every time a French clue comes up, I sort of panic. Rand says Saturday is a bear cat. Yes, nice inside joke, Rand. Okay, Genghis Khan and Jay Astor and Dad Not Dude and Gene Ireland all saying, and Michelle Robbs. Okay, everyone is in agreement on soon to be. I like that. Soon to be, upcoming. Looks great. Should we check 59 across? I'm sort of ready for it. Last themer of the day, stays on the lookout for danger. Okay, so it is not Kinky Boots, but we are looking for a 2-word phrase probably that ends in some kind of designer clothing. What do we think here? Stays on the lookout for danger. Yeah. I think Chad got this one. Lucy and Letitia and Patricia and Dad Not Dude and Rand all saying keeps watch. Sky Monkey is here and Blake. Yeah, keeps watch. Very good. Okay, Penfield is saying keeps an eye out, which fits the clue, but remember, all of our theme answers today have like designer-like clothing at the end of them. So we have follow suit, a belt, glasses. So watch fits the theme a little better than keep an eye out. I hope that makes sense. Excellent. Excellent work. Splinter Group. Yeah, Dad Not Do, things we wear that are created by designers, exactly. Tess says, it's Kinky Boots in my heart. Yeah, I wish it was Kinky Boots too. That would be a great answer. Jackie's saying, do you do these every day? Yes, I'm glad you asked. We stream every single day at noon Eastern time, Eastern US, and it's always a new crossword, and it's always a good time. So if you follow us, it's a good way to find us again when we stream. All right, Efon and Jackie followed us. Thank you, Jackie. I look forward to seeing you again. Floss and Tina, Floss and Tina and Shania are all saying sect. Yeah, Lucy on YouTube as well. Splinter Group, a sect, and Gentle Dove followed us. Thank you. Yes, Splinter Group. That looks good. Notable period. Notable period. Yeah, this is. It would kind of be a toss-up between eon and era if we didn't already have eons in the grid. But era, as Lily and Random Frog are pointing out, looks very good here. A notable period in history is an era. Okay. Almost done with this section. Shade close to beige. Good. I'll just look at all the clues in this section. Start using and turbocharge. All right. I think we're in good shape here. Michelle Robbs and Jackie, one of our newest followers, is saying ecru. Yeah, shade close to beige is definitely ecru. I like this answer. Turbocharge is to soup up your car. You turbocharge it. That looks good. And then start using is tap. I guess you're thinking like, I don't know, tap a keg? You start using it? Is that the idea? Let's check 57 across. Place for a plant. That's actually not so straightforward. That could be a lot of things. Jessica and Shania giving me soup bowls for soup up. Oh, Shania even giving me the soup up. Full-on Rebus puzzles. Blake says, Jack, what is the schedule for you and Amay? Yeah, so Amay is the other host of the Daily Crossword Live. The most typical schedule is that Amay streams Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and I stream Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. But we do fill in for each other pretty frequently if for scheduling reasons. And occasionally we co-host as well. So that is our rough schedule. Okay, I see two very good guesses here. Apparently TikTok censors this word because I'm getting a lot of P0T. Pot. Place for a plant. Yeah, plants definitely go in pots. But someone else, yeah, Jessica's saying bed, which is also definitely a place like a bed of roses. So I think we need some downs here. Prince followed us. Thank you, Prince. You are a prince. Choose to take part. Okay, choose to take part. Yeah, Scav pointing out that the B is going to look weird here. The B in bed is going to look weird. So I think Nicholas is onto something of opt-in. Yeah, Kate likes opt-in. Great. Looks very good. So maybe we put in pot, a place for a plant. I think that works. And Darian Rodriguez just followed us. Thank you. Ball rolling game. Ooh. I love this game. I don't play it enough. Jay asked you, I should have asked you, what is your ELO for crosswords, do you think? Yeah, Sky Monkey. Darian says hi from Philadelphia. Hello to you. My sister lives in Philadelphia. I visit her, and I love that city. So everyone agrees on the sport, but nobody agrees on the spelling. It's bocce for sure. A ball rolling game, but some people are spelling it with an I, some with an E, some with an H. So maybe we need some crosses. I have a suspicion that this is how you spell bocce, but maybe there are other valid spellings. So let's just extension of a sort. Extension of a sort. Jessica says, is it an Italian sport? It does look like an Italian spelling, doesn't it? Pixie is here saying renewal. Yeah. Like if you extend your magazine subscription, you're renewing it. It's a renewal. That seems right. 1001 Nights name. Okay. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. And Darian is liking the live and sharing the live. I love to see it. Okay. Sky Monkey and Jackie and Smithaman and Dennis Hecker are all saying Ali. Or I guess it's Alibaba, yeah. Alibaba and the 40 Thieves. Yeah, Jasmine is here saying Ali. That looks good. Okay, 4 cells left. Let's make this count. And then we will see if we got the confetti today. Canadian novelist Monroe. I think she has a... Could she have the Nobel Prize in Literature, or am I making this up? She's a very prominent short story writer. I have a collection of her short stories. My dad got it for me. Alice Munro. And, okay, we'll look at this. Garbage can insert. Rosebud just followed us. Thank you. Garbage can insert. Barbara already given me the drum roll. We're not quite there yet. Although I do like, yeah, chat does seem in unanimity. Pixie and Jasmine and Michelle all saying liner. Yeah, Tess says she has a Nobel Prize in Literature 2013. Okay, I'm glad that wasn't false information. Liner, yeah, garbage can insert. I guess you line your garbage can. Let's check the crosses. It was spelled this way. And what was this? Upper regions. The upper regions out into the ether. All right, I'm going to put the R in. People giving me the drum roll. Let's see if we got the confetti today. Yes, excellent work. Very good, everybody. That was a lot of fun. Designer labeled, follow suit, asteroid belt, water glasses, and keeps watch. Thank you so much for playing with us. This is very fun. Brent is going to get Jimmy John's for lunch in case anybody was eagerly awaiting that news. I hope you enjoy it, Brent, and I hope you all enjoyed being here with me. Please join us again tomorrow. We stream every day at noon Eastern time. And in the meantime, I encourage you to go to the Daily Crossword live game at Arkadium.com. It's a dedicated page. It's going to be our hub moving forward. And we put crosswords there that we think you'll like based on the crosswords we solve on stream. So the Daily Crossword live page at Arkadium.com. And I will see you all soon. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.